Now, Talk Real Estate with Sharon McNamara, sponsored by Boston Connect Real Estate Services.
Hi, I'm your host, Sharon McNamara, and you are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. Let me share a little bit about my background before we get started. I am the broker-owner of Boston Connect Real Estate, a boutique firm that is home to over 30 real estate sales and marketing agents who service home buyers and home sellers throughout Boston, the South Shore, the South Coast, and Cape Cod. Our firm takes pride in assisting our clients in the next chapter of their lives by taking a holistic approach to their real estate endeavors. We believe that every move should be a moving experience. Every week, my co-host Melissa Wallace and I will provide you with my team's unique marketing approach to selling homes and share with you our expertise in navigating the home buying process. We value the experience of our agents at Boston Connect Real Estate so much that not only will you hear my perspective on real estate topics, occasionally you will hear the expert thoughts and opinions of our experienced agents at Boston Connect Real Estate. Be a part of our roundtable. If you have any questions during the show, please call 781-837-4900. We love to talk real estate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you like to listen to podcasts at Talk Real Estate Roundtable. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me and my team to discuss your real estate needs, you can connect with me at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate.
And good morning to all our South Shore neighbors. My name is Melissa Wallace, and you are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. I am joined by the one, the only, the greatest, Tracy Grady.
Good morning, South Shore.
Good morning, everybody.
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
It's been a couple weeks, but...
It's been a couple of weeks. But
yeah.
It was pretty funny, though.
But I did give you enough heads up.
This wasn't a yesterday request.
Yeah,
this
it
was
was
a couple
not.
of weeks ago. This has been scheduled. This was actually in my calendar on my phone. I woke up this morning. My phone says radio show.
Well, I gave you enough time to the point where I felt the need to confirm with you the other day, because I was like, oh, it was a while ago that I asked her. So, hey, we still on for Saturday?
On for Saturday? And I thought you meant tonight. I was like,
we're also grabbing dinner tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
we're both working tonight. When I saw you ask me, are we still on for Saturday? I'm like, yeah, but you don't usually confirm like I'm working at the restaurant.
You still working on Saturday night?
And then it dawned on me, I'm like, oh, she meant the radio show. Yeah, it's in my phone. I got it. Yeah, I'm all good. Still big yup on that.
Here you are.
And
yeah,
I still was on.
Yeah, I did. I felt the need to sort of confirm, because, when you go a long time without talking to somebody about something, I know I could forget.
Oh, easily. But I'm pretty good about putting it in my phone so I don't forget. Yeah.
Good.
The important things. The important things go in the phone.
You're like, I'm going to see you in the morning and in the evening.
Yep, you've got my entire Saturday undivided attention.
I love that. And I believe we have Tim in the studio, right?
Yes,
Tim?
you do. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tim.
You weren't even listening because I gave you such a wonderful intro, Tracy.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought maybe you... Yeah.
Sorry, we were chit-chatting.
I know.
You can redo it, though.
I'm going to replay it now.
Yeah, you can replay it.
I said, and coming up, we have the wonderful, terrific Tracy Grady.
Oh,
something like that.
That's so nice, Tim. My head's not going to fit out the door.
Yeah, we're just going to call it the Tracy Grady Show.
The Tracy Grady Show.
Yeah.
We could come up with a jingle for sure.
Every Saturday morning, my mom will text me, radio, to make sure that we're doing a live show. Keeps me on my toes. And I always respond with yes, and then who I'm doing the show with. So, of course, I said yes with Tracy, and she said half of the Grady team.
Half of the Grady team.
I'm going to finish getting us set up on social media. So in case somebody hasn't heard one of your million episodes that you've joined me with, why don't you reintroduce yourself to all of our listeners?
Fantastic. Yes, I am a full-time real estate agent here at Boston Connect, and I am the one half of the Grady team. My husband, Jim, and I do it together. We sell real estate mostly here on the South Shore, but we pretty much go anywhere in the state of Massachusetts. We have been here for almost 10 years now, which seems shocking. We live in Hanover, Mass. So we're pretty familiar with this area. Jim grew up, for goodness sakes, in Hanover. So we know the area really well. We do a lot of new construction. condos. For a while there, boy, we were doing new construction condos like nobody's business. And now we're doing new construction homes.
I know. You do it all.
We're doing it all.
I am going to give you an opportunity, and let's just do it now because, it's our show. We can do what we want. Okay. And you just said, what are we talking about today?
Honestly, literally before 2 seconds as Sharon is winding down. Yeah. What are we talking about today?
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about today?
We were sort of, I was going to go in sort of like the marketing avenue, but I decided not to go that way just because a couple of weeks ago I did a show about, listing marketing and everything with Kristen Howlett, who is also a full-time agent here at Boston Connect Real Estate. And I wanted to do it, and I'm going to give you a segment right here to talk about it for a minute because you did such a fantastic video of your new construction development, and I really think it's sort of like you just put yourself out there and you did it, and I think that it worked.
I think that it worked too.
I think that it worked because I'm going to give you a minute to talk about that development and sort of what happened after you did that marketing. We'll first start with what you did.
So, we have a subdivision that it's right on the Plymouth and Carver line, but it's actually in Carver, and it's called Ohana Way. And Ohana means family. I say it every time. I can't stop myself because I have people ask me that all the time. So what does it mean? Ohana means family. And a builder that we work with all the time, K&G Development, Bob Goslin, built probably 400 or 500 homes over his 40-year career on the South Shore, builds a fantastic custom-built home, and he had 5 lots over there. Originally, they had listed it with somebody else, and they did eventually sell 2, but it took a long time. So he came back to the Grady team because he felt that we worked really well together, and we took on the 3 lots, and we started promoting him probably back in November. But we didn't get a lot of hit on it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the right time of the year either. And it was a cold December.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just took a sip of my coffee. It was so hot. I almost just spit it out everywhere. It was so hot.
So funny because I burnt the roof of my mouth the other day on the same thing. And I'm still struggling today.
Well, I went through the drive-thru again because of your latte. I don't want to get it wrong. And no one was in the drive-thru, and I get to the window, and then it was taking forever. And she's like, sorry, we had a mishap with the beans. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And then so it was so hot. And coffee. Now I just took my first sip, and I almost just fell on the floor. But anyways. In case you were on social media and you saw me gag, that was because I was burning from the inside out.
I hate that feeling. I do it all the time too. I'm always so leery. Is this going to hurt? That first sip of coffee, is this going to hurt or is this going to be enjoyable? So back to Ohana Way. So we took on the listings, and December was kind of cold. January was snowy. I mean, it was just kind of dragging, and we weren't getting a lot of traction.
It's hard to have vision.
It's hard to have vision. And this developer prefers to have a custom buyer in place. He doesn't want to start, really doesn't want to put a shovel in the ground until we are on board with a buyer, purchase and sale is signed, deposit has been made, we are moving forward. Yeah. So that's how we work on this one. So we kind of came up with the idea, what can I do to get some traction on these listings? And we used our wonderful photographer, Rich Ryan. Yeah. And I went to him and I said, how about we do a video? Yeah. So we jumped in, and Melissa was there with me. It was a very cold day. Yeah. And we stood in the middle of Ohana Way, and we put this video together. Then we drove down to Market Basket, because Market Basket from this subdivision is literally 6 minutes, maybe. Yeah. So we drove down to Market Basket, and he pieced the whole thing together, and we put it up on social media. I put it up on TikTok, on Instagram, and lo and behold, we have 2 of the 3 under agreement. Yeah. It was crazy. And they came in, and they were they weren't anybody who had come to see it before. I think it worked. I think it really worked. Yeah. So, and it was fun doing it. I mean, it was definitely a challenge. I kind of came, and I'd already done a script. Yeah. Of course, we'll go back to our AI show. Just
holding it up one page at a time. Hold on, I have to move
throw the cue card over the back, which we found did not work very well. So it was better.
More natural,
off the cuff. Mm-hmm. And I feel that's how we do this show anyway, you and I. We very rarely are on any type of a schedule or an outline. So, and I thought it came out great. I was
it
super
did
happy
great.
with
Yeah.
it. And I wouldn't hesitate to do another one. Jim and I have done a few over the years. Like, he'll follow me around a house, and I will go up and down the stairs and go.
Or
and
do
kind
like
of put
Facebook
things-
Live. And things
Facebook
like
Live.
that.
I did a lot of Facebook Live, but this was a little different, and it came out great. I loved it, so I would not hesitate to do another video.
Yeah.
And I may want to do one when we start building this one.
Yes, that'd be great.
And then kind of go along the
Yeah.
whole process of how you get started. And, we have these sit-down meetings with Bob and the new client, and he's just such a seasoned professional that, he walks them through everything that really, by the time we do get the purchase and sale sign, that house is designed. He pretty much knows what they're going to want. I mean, there are some things to pick out along the way, but most of it's done. I mean, he's really good at it.
That's such a great way to build.
There's
so many different avenues that builders go down. Okay, I wait for a buyer, or just build and they'll
just
come.
build and hope. Build
Yeah.
and hope, or
But then
wait to build.
if you're building it and hoping that somebody comes, you're putting your own sort of design on it, and not everybody has the same aesthetic.
Correct. Yeah. And again, we go back to me moving down to Nashville and not wanting to buy a house that has a kitchen that's already done. I mean, it could be a beautiful kitchen.
Yeah.
But if it's not my aesthetic and I don't want to rip it out, but I'd still rather put my own in. And I feel like most people at this point, if you're going to build a, custom home, you want to pick out your own tile. You want to pick out your own backsplash. You don't want to just, it could be pretty, it could be nice, but it's not your choice.
Yeah.
So I think that makes a difference.
Absolutely.
But we do both. We have the other builder.
Yes,
Our
I
other
know.
builder, Jay Kennedy. He's a great builder, builds a beautiful house. We have two. We have one that's ready to go over in Hanson on Elm Place.
Yeah.
That is pretty much, the kitchen is in. And as they say, usually 30 days after the kitchen arrives, you can pretty much, anybody could be in that house within the next probably 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
When the kitchen arrives, that's kind of when it really starts winding down, like the house is going to get ready to go.
Will you do open houses over there once it's all
Yes.
complete?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I've already done I dangled the carrot a little bit by putting it on a South Shore sneak peek before we put it on the market. But again, completely different. He prefers to have the product done.
Yeah.
And then have people come in and look at it and decide whether they want it or not.
Yeah.
And this one's a little smaller, so this one is on the market for $875.
Oh,
For
okay.
new construction, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, coffered ceiling in the dining room
Wow.
is absolutely stunning. A shiplap on the wall in the family room is really beautiful, and in the mudroom. So it's different than the other houses.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not like a knockoff. It's different enough that it makes it look different.
That's great.
And then we still have one more lot over there that we kind of haven't decided what we're going to build on yet. But
Oh, you still have another one?
4.
Oh.
Yep. Yep. Got
didn't know
another
that.
one over there.
Wow. You got to
So-
figure out what you can.
Yeah.
Could you, would he ever consider doing a ranch?
I would love to do.
Yeah.
I would love to do a ranch. But
I know they're
builders
not
are
very.
big.
I know they're not very cost effective for them, but I feel like it would.
I know.
It would go.
Yeah. Or I really feel first floor primary
Yeah.
is what's really popular right now. I mean, if you could do a cape with a first floor primary and you still have a couple upstairs, you could always shut that off if nobody's using it. But
Yeah.
but a ranch costs a lot of money to build. Colonials are kind of a box.
Yeah.
And concrete's the big dollar figure if you want to. So if you're looking at a colonial, even though colonials have big basements, ranches have twice the size basement,
Yeah.
twice the concrete, twice the length. It's a lot.
I think you should do it.
I'm kind of hoping somebody comes in that wants to
That
build
wants a ranch.
wants to
Yeah.
build a custom ranch. So if anybody's thinking,
We just hear it all the time
Yeah.
that, and nobody's building them anymore.
no,
So-
they're very hard to come by. That's what we're looking for down
Yeah.
in Nashville. But
Do they build ranches in Nashville?
yeah, and a lot of them don't have basements.
Yeah. So they're just on a slab.
Correct. Yeah, so it's
Well,
not
do they
that
get
bad.
Tornadoes there?
They
or like hurricanes?
They
and stuff?
get tornadoes,
yeah,
not
So
hurricanes.
that's
tornadoes.
Yeah.
So you need a little.
you need like a little
Oh,
bunker.
yeah, you need a bunker. You're gonna need some type of a bunker.
Oh, they're in the emergency bunker.
Yeah,
Oh my
I-
gosh.
Yeah, Taylor's been down there in a tornado before with 3,
Yeah.
her and her 2 roommates tight in the laundry room.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I
it was
did
scary.
my first year in college. I went to college in Florida. My first year, we had a tornado come through, and we were like, the whole entire dorm was in the laundry room in the basement. And I'm like, I never want to see you people ever again. We do have somebody watching us on Facebook say, I have a good friend that lives on that street. I think we were talking about the Carver Street. Beautiful home.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, so great.
Yeah, he builds a beautiful house.
Yeah. And then Ginny Wandell, who's a full-time agent here at Boston Connect Real Estate. Great topic, you two. We haven't gotten to our topic, but thank you so much, Ginny. We're working our way there. Everybody knows us. We are live on all of our social media, so be sure to follow us, Boston Connect Real Estate, Sharon L. McNamara on social media, on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, even LinkedIn. And then if you want to join in on the discussion, you can give Tim a call, or you can text the number at the WATD studio, 781-837-4900. But if you're shy and you don't want to text and you don't want to call, you can leave us a message on Facebook as well. So last week, Sharon and I did a show, and you can go back and listen to the podcast version on talkrealestateroundtable.com, or you can type in Talk Real Estate Roundtable on your podcast app, wherever you listen to podcasts. We did a show on the emotional side of real estate, and I think we heavily focused on the buy side.
Okay.
I want to quickly finish up that discussion because, of course, we always run out of time, and then move over to the emotional side of selling. Which is interesting with you because we talk a lot about new construction, you and I, and it's not so emotional for builders. It's a very much transactional thing, but you do resales, and I want people to know that because we do talk about you doing new construction a lot, but I feel like it's 50-50 almost in your business.
It is. We have a whole bunch of new clients that we're kind of getting started with right now. So we have a couple that are, getting ready to put their house on the market, make some changes, buying. Yeah, we've kind of got quite the combination of clients right now that are ramping up and getting ready. Like I said to Jim, I think we're going to have a really busy summer. Everybody seems to be dragging.
I think everybody is.
But I think the snow really threw everybody this year because we haven't had that kind of snow since 2015. So
yeah, we're done with this.
Actually, I went looking at a new car yesterday.
You did?
I am going to trade in my car.
Your Malibu?
My Malibu that I love. I mean, I have been in love with my Malibu.
Yeah, I know.
I leased it, and then I bought it off lease. It has 30,000 miles on it. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
I've had it for 6 years.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't go anywhere.
Do you go anywhere?
No, I go nowhere. I go to Pembroke, and I go to Hanover, and I literally don't drive that much. And we've taken it to Nashville a couple of times, and D.C.
Oh, my gosh.
And I still only have 30,000.
Do you teleport there?
I just have no miles on it. I love the interior.
Oh, my gosh. So somebody wants to scoop that up.
Somebody wants to scoop that up. It's going to be on the lot at McLaughlin Chevrolet pretty much on Monday afternoon. But it's getting to the point where it kind of going to need tires, and it needs.
I just got new tires in January.
See?
I'm running it to the ground, though.
Brakes.
Yeah.
And actually, it's going to bring my car payment down.
Yeah.
Getting a Trax.
What's a Trax? I don't know what that is.
It's like a crossover. It's a Chevy crossover vehicle.
Oh.
Taylor got one. Taylor just bought her first brand new car, so she was so excited. She's like, "You should drive a Trax." I'm like, "Okay." So I drove the Trax, and I loved it. It's adorable.
Yeah,
it's red and
is
black.
it little or is it?
It's little. It's not, but it's not tiny. It's
okay.
The next step up would be an Equinox. So I drove the Equinox. Yeah, that was like a Barker Lounger, like going from the Trax to the Equinox. I said to Doreen, I'm like, "You should not have let me drive that car." And she's like, "I couldn't stop you." She's like, "You had to try it just to see the difference." And it was a drastic difference from the Trax to the Equinox. But it just didn't, it was bigger. I don't need that extra space. And so the Trax it is. So
wow.
I'm so
you
excited.
go back on Monday?
Go back on Monday, pick it up.
Oh my gosh.
I'm very sad though, because I really love the color of my Malibu.
Yeah, so
they're not even making them anymore. They're not making them anymore because it's going to need work. And
all right,
I know, but
well, when you make your move down to Nashville, maybe you can drive it down there. What is Ginny saying now? Talking about the list of emotions you can plan on ups, downs, even sideways. Prepare for the journey.
Amen.
Amen, Ginny.
Amen.
Amen, Jenny. Yeah. Just getting back to the discussion from last week, I think we left off on buyer's remorse and why it happens. Have you ever had buyers that had buyer's remorse?
I kind of think the clients we're working with right now, they bought their house about 2 years ago. And I think,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they're ready. They're
Well,
like,
I
want to
don't even know who they are. And I'm like, 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah, probably.
2 years.
Yeah.
Location. They kind of went to a location I think they thought it was going to be okay to work out for them.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got to, and
Sorry, we both put in an offer on my house and I got it. But now you can move a little bit closer.
But now you can move a little bit closer. And I think that's the case. I mean, they've done some work. It's got a great backyard. You're not going to make a ton of money, but now they're like, we need to be closer to home, or what they consider to be home, which is closer to here than closer to, Fall River, New Bedford area.
Yeah.
So we are going to get ready to get their house on the market. So I would say maybe a little buyer remorse there, but not a lot of buyer remorse. I mean, I feel like it's a long process, the whole buying process anyway, that if you're not 100% in by the time you get to the closing table, then your buyer's remorse should have kicked in somewhere around the offer.
Yeah.
Not after the purchase and sale is signed.
Exactly.
I feel bad for buyers who didn't like we've had buyers. We had that lovely house in Hanover that we had on the market. We sold it like 3 times, but first set of buyers 2 weeks out from closing did not get their mortgage. That isn't, I don't consider that buyer's remorse. That's just bad timing, bad. So I feel bad when the sale goes awry. Yeah. As opposed to people just actually changing their mind, like, yeah, no, I've decided I don't want to move, or I'm really sorry I bought this. Like, you really have to be ready for that. So I like to think that we prepare our buyers emotionally.
I think so. And I have a whole list of what buyer's remorse feels like. So anxiety after the excitement fades. I mean, and I said this, I think last week during the show is, the anxiety does set in. I remember during my buying process, there was a time where I had anxiety where I was like, did I do the right thing? And I said on the show last week, I said, as soon as I got my accepted offer, I stopped looking at other houses because I know myself.
I do tend to shut down your MLS after you've made that offer. Shut it down. I don't want you looking every day like, oh, but look what just came. This isn't like a 30-day return policy.
Yeah.
This isn't.
Second guessing the decision, wondering if they overpaid, concerned about repairs or finances. These are all things that you should be worrying about before you sign.
Yes. Yeah.
And wondering if you overpaid. We talked about this last week where we can't gauge the emotional value. We can give you the market value, and anything over that is considered an emotional value that we can't put a price on. Right. That's you.
Yep.
So there can be buyer's remorse when you decide, oh, I don't think my emotional value really complements my wallet.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure that you can afford it, because at the end of the day,
pre-approval is so important, and working with your mortgage broker is huge, because they're going to tell you what you can and you can't afford, and they can't make it work for you if you can't overspend if you can't make that payment. It's just not going to happen.
Well, something I learned firsthand was as soon as you sign those paperwork and those documents, and it gets recorded, and the hoorah, yay, let's go out to dinner, everything, the next day, it's you. Everybody else goes back to their own home. The attorney goes back home. Your agent goes back home. It's you, and you have to be comfortable
in your empty
with
house by yourself. Like, oh, here I am.
Gosh, my house was empty for a while before it was all situated, or then it was total chaos. It was empty and then total chaos.
It's total chaos.
Now
it's usually how
now
it
2.5 years later, I'm like, I need a dumpster because I'm getting rid of everything. I don't want it.
It does amaze you how quickly you accumulate things when you have space.
Well, the thing is that But everybody was so excited for me that they started to give me furniture that they didn't want anymore. And I'm such a kind person that I took it off their hands. And now I'm like, it's been sitting in my basement for 2.5 years. I'm not going to use it.
Marketplace.
I know.
Take some pictures, pop them up, or pop them out front.
Well, Ethan's like, just put them outside. And I go, okay, but then when they don't go, then we have to bring them back down to the basement. And I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's why Marketplace. I've had my coffee table on Marketplace, I'd say 4 months. I have a list of people who
try
have
to sell
asked
it here.
me about. I've got this great coffee table. I call it an old world coffee table, and I know it so well. I have the dimensions in my brain because I've measured it like 39 by 39 square table, glass top, got an old world picture underneath, 2 drawers. It is a beast.
Wow.
21 inches high. So I just pop it in there. I have probably had 50 people ask me about this table.
Is this still available?
Yes.
Yes, that's what they do. I think they're robots.
I get it every day. Is this still available? Yes, it is.
And then they
Can
disappear.
you give me the dimensions? Yes, I can. 39 by 39, 21 inches high. Nothing.
Crickets.
Go crickets. Nowhere.
I
Yep.
have to send you this video. There's a funny video about Facebook Marketplace. And it's like, is this available? Like it's a tune.
Yeah.
Is this available? And then they're like, yes, it is. And then it just like the other person just fades out of the.
Okay.
That's all they wanted to ask. They didn't want to purchase it. They just wanted to know if it was still
is
available.
Hilarious that people. Can I swing by and see it? Absolutely. Nothing. Crickets. I'm like, what?
Hello?
We just had an entire conversation about this coffee table, and then you just dissed me. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, it is still available if you were thinking or looking at it.
So again, with buyer's remorse, why it happens: emotional high followed by reality.
Yep.
Input from others. So you have family, friends, loved ones that are giving their input. And it, much like everything else in life, when you get too many cooks in the kitchen, the house burns down. You know what I mean?
I try to get all the cooks in at the at the home inspection.
If you are going to have an opinion, come in the very beginning.
I have had, now that you say it, buyer remorse from a parent who called me. I was representing their child. And this is 2 days before closing. I don't think you've done right by my child because there's no equity in this house. And I'm like, well, it's not on the negative. I mean, it's not on the negative side. It's not like they're not
overpaying.
They're not overpaying. There's a little equity in it. I'm like, when was the last time you bought a house? 40 years ago. That's the difference. Today, you need to make your offer, and in order to get your offer accepted, it has to be a competitive offer. Do you have a ton of equity in it now? No, but 5 years down the line, you're going to have some equity in it. So that was a very strange buyer remorse. And I thought, you were there at the home inspection. You had your chance. I let all the parents come, especially if I'm working with first-time buyers. Invite mom, dad, grandparents, aunts, uncles, anybody who's going to make a statement in your life or have. If you have something to say, speak now.
Speak now.
Or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
Not 2 days before closing.
Not 2
Like
days.
you had your chance. Why didn't you say it then?
Yeah.
So
that's buyer's remorse.
that was a big buyer's remorse on that one.
I know we're about halfway done with the show, so maybe we should move on to the seller. You know us.
Do we feel like there's more remorse on the buy side than there is on the sell side? Because I feel like if you're ready to sell your house, you're just ready to sell your house.
You know what?
However.
I think that there might be, because not maybe remorse, but like hesitation, because, I have a list right here why selling a home is so emotional. So the home represents memories.
Oh, yeah.
So if you are, emotionally connected to your home.
Your kids were born in this house.
You raised your
and when
kids.
I say
you had
that,
holidays.
I don't necessarily mean they were actually born in the house.
Some still do home births.
True. But
That will not be for me.
No, I didn't want to get out of the car without the epidural, to be honest with you. I'm like, you can meet me out in the parking lot.
Meet me on the parking lot behind the dumpster. I don't even care.
Hook that bad boy in and roll me in, because I'm not coming in without any pain meds.
That is so funny.
That's just me.
Yeah, that will not be me. They'll be raised there, but they won't be born there. If you're hosting holidays, any milestones. If you cherish memories and you're an emotional person and empathetic to, certain spaces, then it is emotional.
Yeah, you need to be prepared for, you need to get yourself mentally prepared for, having your lasts. I feel like this is our year for lasts.
Yeah.
Last year with the pool, last year for Thanksgiving, last year for Christmas in the house. So, we keep asking the kids,
crazy.
Do you want to take anything with you?
Have you asked your kids if they want to buy it?
Colin would buy our house in a heartbeat.
Really?
He would move back up here. All of his friends are up here. He's not happy. He's the least happy about us going, because I think he thought he could anchor himself here for a little bit while he decided what he was going to do and have a landing. And I'm like, we're not going to be here. What? What do you mean? Nope.
Yeah.
I was going to buy your house.
Yeah. Your house isn't like a house that you could rent. Like that's a place, that's a home that
it's a, yeah.
I couldn't imagine you putting it on for a rental.
No.
It's just not that type of house.
It's just, not that type of house. And Colin's house down in D.C. is definitely that kind of house. He is going to rent it. When he moves on, he is going to keep that as a rental property.
Oh, good.
And there's so much transient in D.C. anyway, where people are coming for a year, do a job for a year or two, and then move on. So it's a great place to rent anyway. So I think he'll do well with that.
Oh, no. Poor Colin. He's upset.
Oh, not a happy camper. Yep. Not. I said, you're going to be fine if you decide to come back up here. I think, because ultimately, I think he wants to be back up here. But we'll see.
He'd have to get a new job.
Well, he's going to Nashville for the first time in June to go to the Alan Jackson last tribute concert.
Oh, really?
Is in Nashville in June.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Isn't that,
Alan Jackson is fantastic.
Alan Jackson retiring. Yeah, and there's a whole litany of other performers that are going to be there. Yeah, it's a big show down there. So,
and he's going.
He's going.
Is Taylor going too?
I don't know if Taylor's got tickets. She may get tickets through the company that she works for, but she got him his tickets, and I think their tickets were. I think they were like $700 or $800 a piece for the tickets.
I'm sure.
So
I'm sure he's going to have a.
So
great
maybe
time.
he'll fall in love with Nashville though when he goes down there.
Exactly.
Who's never been, because it's kind of designed for that age group. But yeah. So.
Well, you're gonna be working down there too.
That's right. Yeah.
I've heard someone describe Nashville as Las Vegas on steroids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Music in your face everywhere you go. It's like four-story bars with a different band on each story, plus the top roof deck. And then there's little bar, boot shop, 4-story bar. Little bar, boot shop, 4-story bar. I mean, that's literally Broadway all the way down to the football stadium. So,
wow.
Yeah, it is a blast. It is just fun. I always laugh because on the flight down, everybody's like, woo, Nashville, baby, let's go. On the flight back, everybody's head is
everyone's hungover.
On their table is on their table like, I had a really good time.
Or they have a migraine from all the music all week.
It is a lot of music. But it's, like Tim said, Vegas for music.
I haven't been in a very long time. The only time I ever went was my Nana and I went there because I was touring where Taylor went to school.
Belmont.
Yes, I was touring Belmont. And I decided not to go there. I went to Florida instead. But yeah, we only stayed for one night. But that's the only time I've been. So I need to go back.
You got to go back
as an adult,
as a fun adult. It's a fun.
Not so much. I like to be in bed by 8. Yeah. But personal investment. That's what a home represents. So you can become emotionally invested in your personal investment.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
And then it sort of represents security and comfort as well. Your home. Your home is where you live. It's the biggest purchase of your life,
especially in this market. I feel like every time you go out to do a CMA for somebody to discuss their property, like, I would like you to walk through my house. Do you think I can get $1 million for it? I'm like, if I had a nickel for every time somebody asked me, so am I going to get $1 million for my house?
Somebody says that. Somebody asks that
every time.
Am I going to get $1 million? Do you think I'll get $1 million?
Close.
Yeah, close to it, maybe.
Close to it, maybe.
In some markets, close to it.
And I'm telling you, people are serious. Like, they're asking me the question, and now you're crossing into that personal space with people that it's their house, and this, like you said, this is their investment, and they're passionate about. I think I can get $1 million for my house, and you're like, I don't think so. I mean,
And
but
you
don't
say,
want
I think I can get $1 million for my house. I don't know about your house.
I don't know about your house, but I'm kind of hoping. Yeah, we all want to get $1 million for our house, but
Yeah,
that's the emotional part. Like you walk in and they're seeing all sunshine and happiness, and then you kind of like knock them down a couple of pegs. Not always the best if they have what's called high expectations or over love their house. Can you over love your house?
Yes.
And kind of not see the things like we come in with more of a critical eye.
Sharon says nobody has an ugly baby.
Yeah, she's correct. Yes.
So,
but nobody has an ugly house. You love your house.
Yes.
Because it suits you. And even when you have to start
well, it's
telling
a form
people,
of your identity. Like I said, it's a form of, it's an extension of you.
Yes.
I think. And then you get people who are like, I put a lawn chair in the middle of my living room and I don't really care. Like that's just, it's not, they don't have that emotional connection to it. But on the flip side, we have 10 times more people who are emotionally invested in their home. So.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Also, letting go of the concept of a forever home is very emotional. And that usually happens in the transition from maybe living on your own to having to live with family or in assisted living or things like that. Yeah. So that happened with my house. So my house was built in 1964. And it was, a couple, they, were married. They had 3 children. They raised their children in my house. The husband sadly passed away. A couple years later, the wife decides to move in with one of the daughters. That's the natural progression
of
life.
life.
Yeah, but my home was their forever home until you have to realize that you can't stay here forever.
Can't stay here forever.
Yeah. So it is emotional. It's emotional to move forward and say goodbye to your forever home and go on to your next home.
Forever is always a tough.
And like I said, major life changes. So whether you're this says downsizing, but it's right sizing, divorce, it happens. Relocation, maybe Colin, maybe Colin will be relocated here.
Yeah,
maybe the president will decide that he wants to live in Massachusetts instead.
Exactly.
So Colin will come here.
He's coming here.
Relocation, and then of course loss, death.
Changes. And they usually like you're saying, it's emotional changes. These aren't small, like little changes. These are big changes. Divorce.
Yeah.
Somebody passes away. There's a lot of emotion going on that side of it. And now you add into the fact that you're not staying in your forever home. It's a lot.
I know that there was like a span of time where I think that you helped a couple sellers in a row sell their homes and then move out of state.
Yes.
And did they move to the same state? Or I just remember the Ducks or the what was that house?
Yeah, the one in Hanson. Yeah, that's right. Oh, both. You're right.
Yeah,
both ex-police officers, both retired police officers.
Yeah,
both moved out of state, and that was a process. That for sure was.
So when people are moving out of state, do you think that the emotions are higher? Because it's sort of like, it's not down the street type of thing.
It's not like you can drive by. You're not going to be in town all the time to drive by and see your old house.
Yeah.
Like, I once in a while will swing by when I'm passing through Brockton and go past my parents' house, which is hilarious. But I still get to see it every now and again, and it shocks me how we ever all lived in that house. But it was tiny.
Yeah, I sometimes, I have a raised ranch, and it's a decent-sized house, but I'm like, you raised 3 kids here?
We had one bathroom.
We have one bathroom.
One bathroom. And it's the size of my pantry. Literal. I have no idea how we all grew up in that house and with one bathroom. That is like a closet. Like this.
I think every day I say, where can I put another bathroom in this place?
Yeah.
Where can I put another bathroom?
Those are
the one bathroom. And we're just 2 people right now.
Yep.
But it's just going to get worse.
It's going to get worse before
we need another bathroom.
It's always the big thing. Where can
it's going to be in the corner of a room somewhere.
We need to ditch a closet or something. We gotta
knocking down a wall somewhere because there will be another bathroom, or I will be selling this house. So if you're looking for $1 million raised ridge, come on down.
Come on down. I need to find my other bathroom.
I need to find my second. And it's lovely with just the one bathroom.
I mean, it'll be fine for you.
It'll be fine for you. Maybe it's your forever
You're doing a great job selling that house. Like me and my dogwood trees.
You and your dog. Oh, and your black bathroom.
Trees, my black bathroom and my dogwood trees that are on my in my foyer.
Oh my gosh.
So,
yeah. Well, we're great at selling your home, not so much our own.
Yeah, great at selling your home. Yep. The line is going to be long down the street to see my dogwood trees.
Oh my gosh. A little bit different. So emotional attachment versus market reality.
Yes.
So emotional value. So what the home means to you. And that could be for buyers or sellers. So I think sellers do put an emotional value on their home because they're just saying to you, can I get $1 million for this house? And you're like, this is $350.
This is no, probably not.
No.
But I have had buyers make offers with the letter, the letter that everybody says don't submit the letter. I'm like, submit the letter.
That's how I got it.
Yep, submit the letter. But I have had people, because of the emotional ties they had to the house, they like seeing themselves in the past. Like, this is a young couple with young kids. Now, I'm selling my house. My kids are out. We're older. We're moving on to the next phase. They kind of want to look in the rearview and see themselves coming back in and somebody else enjoying the house the way they did. So that does help.
I mean, I wrote a love letter. I was up against 24 offers. I wrote a love letter, and I just I knew that the seller of my home believed that it was their forever home. I mean, how could you not? You built it from the ground up with your husband and raised 3 children.
And you're still there.
Yeah. And, finally making that decision on your own to sell because your husband has passed. And I just wrote a letter and just said, I would love to take care of your home. And I would love to be able to come home and, see my cat sitting at the top of the stairs waiting for me and, to play my records while I'm cooking dinner and blah, blah. And she was just like, yeah, this is exactly what
that's what I want. That's what I see.
Because other people are like, I want to come in and I want to do this. And I was like, no, I'll refinish the floors and paint the walls. And
actually, I'm not going to tell you anything I'm going to do to this house. I'm going to keep it exactly the same way as you had it. So your forever home will be here.
I did take down the chair rail in the kitchen. And everything is painted. But, things will come in time because I'm not a millionaire. But it was important to me to sort of let her know, because I feel like I'm an empathetic person. It was important for me to let her know that I'm not just coming in because I need a home. I want to take care of it. So that's that. Yeah, you can do that.
We sold a lovely house in Hanover last year, and the woman came to her own conclusion, like, I can't fix it the way I think it needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
And she was very on board with what she thought the house was worth and what we got for it. Actually, I think we got more than she thought she was going to get, because she was kind of at that point like, I'm not going to get anything for your house. I'm like, no, somebody's going to come in and they're going to want to do it over. Or, make it the way she's like, I know it needs to be done. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm done. I want to move. She ended up moving, got a really lovely mobile home in a nice little community.
Yeah.
And she was super happy. I mean, her requests were very minor. She wanted a mobile home and a new car. That was it. That's all she wanted to get out of the deal was a mobile home and a new car.
Yeah.
And she is super happy where she is now. And the young man that bought her house is completely gutted the entire thing. It doesn't even look like the same house.
Really?
So I'm sure she is truly enjoying driving by and seeing what he's doing to it, because she knew what needed to be done. She's just like, this is past me. I don't want to do this.
Yeah. You know your limitations.
And it looks amazing. Like Jim and I drive by all the time. Like, wait till you see the house. He's like, Trey, wait till you see the house. It looks unbelievable.
Good.
So.
Common seller challenges. So my home is worth more because of what I've put into it.
Oh, yeah.
Overpricing due to sentimental attachment and difficulty accepting buyer feedback. Have you ever had that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. You can suggest, like, we always try to go in and say, you gotta declutter, you gotta do this. I know that you love your house the way it is. Other people don't have the vision to see past your duck collection. People can't see past your ducks house or your, whatever it is that you have.
Yeah.
We had one couple. We looked at their house a couple of times, a condo that they didn't end up selling, but they were collectors of like everything.
Really?
Hummels.
What's a Hummel?
Like the little statues, little German like doll statues.
Oh.
And then the ones with the big eyes. What are those? The ones, not the ones with no eyes, although they did have those too.
The ones
the
with
eyes
big
without
eyes,
a face.
not the ones.
The eyes without a face. You know the ones, the little statues that like people give you like when somebody passes away.
Like the
a cardinal on the shoulder.
Keepsake thing.
Keepsake.
Oh, are you talking about the willow tree?
Yes.
I love the willow tree.
The willow
you are
tree.
making fun of them.
No, I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying they collected them.
Oh, I mean, I have a few.
Hundreds.
I don't
and
know.
not just the willow trees. They had the willow trees, the sweet memories, the like anything you collect. My mother was a collector of dolls. Colin used to go to my mother's house and was like, I don't even know how she sleeps in this house
Yes,
with
the
those
figures
dolls
without
staring at you.
faces. Yes, these things.
Yes,
yeah, I have
willow
a
tree.
couple of those.
Yes, I love them. Yeah. I have a couple of them. I don't have 100 of them in boxes in my basement, along with every other little whatever collectibles. So I was like, what are you going to do with all of these? Like, well, we always thought, like Beanie Babies, they had Beanie Babies too, because they thought Beanie Babies were going to be collectibles.
They could make
and you
some
were gonna
money off of that.
It was a lot of
It was a lot
stuff.
of Beanie Babies.
It was like, I always call the willow tree like the Billy Idol song. Eyes without a face.
Oh my gosh.
Without a face. Help me here, Tim.
Eyes without a face. I don't know what that is.
Billy Idol. Yep.
Billy Idol.
Eyes without a face. That's all I can think of when I see the willow tree characters, because it's a face that has no eyes.
Yeah.
But they are lovely.
And do you have a few?
I do. I have a few, and I like them.
I do like them.
But
I
anyways,
have two cats.
collect-
Ones. They've been given gifts.
did you see the video I sent you the other day with the two cats in the backpack on the bike?
Yes.
The
And
bubble backpack.
I'm actually thinking of another video that I need to send you about Facebook Marketplace. But I think she's like in Australia or something. Whatever. So like the accent's really cool. But
And it's funny because I don't do well on Facebook Marketplace. I have had sellers, literally people coming and going and buying in bulk out of their house. Like they had their dining room completely set up with all of their silver, their china, their pots, their pans, anything. And people would come for one item and leave with 20 others. I'm like, you are like a marketing genius. I can't even get my coffee table sold. And these
and
people
the dimensions are
39 by 39 and 21 inches high. But you can't.
Yeah.
I can't. She would have people come. I was there one day, and these people would come through like, "Are you selling this? Mm-hmm. I'm selling that too. I'll take what I said I was going to buy, and I'm going to buy more."
Yeah.
Nothing.
That would get me.
Some people are really, really good at Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
I just don't understand.
Kristen Howlett, again, full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate. She's going to be joining me next Saturday as well. She sells a lot of her clients' stuff on Facebook Marketplace. She has great luck with it.
I don't understand.
Me, I don't have the patience. Although I would like to go on there and get some ideas for
Coffee table?
No.
You sure?
No.
You took everybody else's furniture. Why don't you take my coffee
I
table?
have Sharon's father's coffee table, so
This is a big table. It's glass top, too.
yeah. I would probably fall on that. Let's be real. So, how emotions impact pricing decisions. We only have a couple minutes. I want to give you another opportunity to give your contact information. We have a couple open houses, but how emotions impact pricing decisions. So, overpricing, that can be due to pride of ownership, emotional attachment, and testing the market mindset.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a lot of clients that like to test the market?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Let's try it here. And then you have to be really right up front and say, look, we can test the market. We can put it on for what you think it's worth. And then if, 2 weeks goes by, I say to everybody, you have 5 days to make an impact on the market. 5 days where your house is new in MLS. So everybody looks at the new listings first. Then you start getting into the active. Then after 5 days, your house goes into the pile with all the other ones that are still active that didn't sell.
Yeah.
So you need to make the most impact in those 5 days. After those 5 days go by, you got to start thinking, I want to, we'll give it another weekend. We'll do another open house. But by then, 2 weeks in, you're going to have to come to terms with it's probably not, we don't have it accurately priced. We need to make an adjustment here. So,
emotional consequences of overpricing. So longer days on market, price reductions, and increased stress and frustration.
Yes.
I agree with that. The market speaks concept. So showings equals interest. Offers equals validation. no activity equals adjustment needed.
Oh, it's like math. It's girl math.
It's girl math.
It's girl math.
And it's so simple. It's just this equals this.
This equals this. And, you know, it kind of goes back to the pool situation. Like, I have a lovely pool in my backyard. I love my pool. I couldn't wait to have one. It's great for me. And people will ask me all the time, well, I heard that a pool hurts your home. I said, it doesn't hurt it. It doesn't help it.
Doesn't necessarily add value. Yeah.
To a family that, may, have young kids, it's going to be something they're going to use every summer. It's going to be a pro. And to an older couple that doesn't have any interest in it, it's going to be a con. But
so this has been a discussion in my home. I'm not interested in a pool. I didn't grow up with a pool. I don't really care for pools. I mean, not that I hate them. I don't. I lived at Mary's house for how many years, and I probably went on the pool 3 times. Like, it's not. And
I'm in my pool every day.
Ethan grew up with a pool. He wants a pool. Oh. He loves a pool. Oh. I said, I don't want one. No. The answer is no. I'm not taking care of it. I think they're dangerous.
I mean, you can go down the litany of things. It also has to have a fence. It has to have a gate. I mean, there is a lot. It's not just, let's put in a pool. There's a lot to
It's a no from me. It's a yes from him. So when the time comes, we'll have to battle that out. But again, when houses come on the market, if there is a pool, there are going to be people who don't want it. If there's not a pool, of course, the first question is, can I put in the pool?
Can I put in a pool? It's like,
and I feel like that you get that question a lot with new construction. Like, oh, can you put a pool back here?
Yep.
I remember getting that a lot at Copperwood Circle, which there is a new listing in there.
Oh.
Which the listing agent is downstairs blowing up balloon for her open house tonight. So I'm going to give our shout outs to the open houses, and then I'm going to let you talk. Lori Rini has a new listing at 64 Copperwood Road in Pembroke. She is going to be there from 1 to 3 today and from 11 to 1 tomorrow. That is on the market for $949. Again, that is Copperwood Road. That is located in Copperwood Estates here in Pembroke.
Nice part of Pembroke.
Spent a lot of time there doing open houses. Kristen Howlett has an open house today, 170 Pleasant Street in Whitman from 11 to 12:30. That is on the market for $799. And of course, Cochise Estates in West Bridgewater every single Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2. I believe Mary is there today and Kristen will be there tomorrow. And then Kristen will be here with me next Saturday. I want to give you an opportunity to give your contact information out to everybody, and we'll do some final thoughts here.
Wonderful. Okay, so again, Tracy Grady, part of the Grady team. You can reach me at 617-620-8484, or you can email me at Tracy, Tracy, at bostonconnect.com. We currently have a house that's pretty much brand new construction. It is not pretty much.
It's not pretty much.
It's brand new construction. That is pretty much ready to go. So 875, lovely home, 3 bedrooms, brand new construction, 2.5 baths, 2-car attached garage, beautiful backyard on a nice side street in Hanson. If you are looking for new construction, this is the one you're going to want to look at. And then we also have 1 lot left over on Ohana Way. So,
and Ohana means family.
Ohana means family. Custom built. You can build it the way you want it. You want to bring it to him. He will be happy to sit with you, discuss whatever your needs are, and he will build you the house of your dreams. I'm telling you, the man is a genius when it comes to people. We always say when we get to the closing table, it's like gifts are going back and forth between him because he works with you independently. It's not like he goes through us. He likes his buyers to be on hand.
So,
which is wonderful.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for listening, everybody. I will be back live and in studio with Kristen Howlett next Saturday. Thank you very much for joining me, Tracy. If you want to listen to any of our past shows, you can go to talkrealestateroundtable.com. or type in Talk Real Estate Roundtable in your podcast app. You can go to bostonconnect.com to find all of our contact information. And if you want to reach out to Tracy directly, again, your number?
617-620-8484.
Thank you, everybody. Bye, Tim.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Tim.
You're welcome.
A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood.